Tuesday, November 4th, 2025. Welcome to Earth is Ghetto. Last night on Monday Night Football, the Dallas Cowboys versus the Arizona Cardinals. And yes, it looked like someone mixed up playbooks with IKEA instructions. The Cowboys flinched like they saw their alarm clock go off. The Cardinals celebrated like they found extra parking at the mall. Meanwhile, out here in the real world, traffic's still a nightmare, the coffee machine's still judging you, and yes, the planet is still very much ghetto. Let's get into it. It's Tuesday.
What's up, y'all? Happy Tuesday. She wasn't feeling me today. I had to correct her a few times because the first time she tried to come with all these sound effects, sirens, and I was like, take that out and cut all that out. And so she came back with just a little paragraph. She got her attitude, but it's fine. I actually prefer her to not yap too long since she want to be funky. We've been beefing all week, y'all. It's not looking good. How are y'all doing today? I am doing well. I didn't do too much. I did ride my bike. It's been a while. It's been too cold. But I got out there and thugged it out. It was tiring, but I did it. I have to have a lot of come to Jesus talks to myself. Other than that, me and my husband went to Longhorn and not too much of nothing. It was just a really chill night, which I love. Nothing wrong with chill. Let's hop into what news articles I liked. So Nike and Lego just dropped a kids only sneaker that looks like a toy. I think those are cute if they were like red and black, but those are some cute little shoes. 2 girls suffered injuries when they fell at least 20 feet from a Ferris wheel at a Louisiana festival on Saturday. Chinese online retailer Shein pulls childlike Smex dolls from their website after they were found and reported by a French consumer. The heck? Shein? Father fills the ocean for the first time in over 25 years thanks to his physical therapist son. That is so cool. Six Flags America officially closes after 50 years of operation. Florida man convicted of unaliving 8-year-old girlfriend unborn after she refused to get an abortion. Prosecutors say Donovan Faison, 23, erupted when she texted him a photo of 2 positive pregnancy tests. He accused her of lying. U.S. citizen pew-pewed from behind as he warned ICE agents children would be coming to get on a bus. Kimberly Clark will buy Tylenol maker Kenvue in a $48.7 billion deal, creating a massive consumer health goods company. RK Jr. has come out in support of saturated fat, saying he plans to encourage higher fat intake. Maldives bans smoking for younger generations. Britney Spears deletes her Instagram following some concerning posts. What's new? The moon will look slightly bigger this week. There is a supermoon on Wednesday. Selling for nearly $1,000 a cup, a cafe in Dubai is offering the world's most expensive coffee, brewed from Panamanian beans, sold at a premium price. The U.S. government shutdown is now expected to last through Thanksgiving until December 1st, according to Polymarket. This would mark a 61-day shutdown, almost doubling the record. Air traffic controllers now short 3,000 employees.
Pennywise, what about the allegations?
They don't have a case!
Pennywise, what about the allegations?
What allegations?
About the missing children in the sewers?
I don't know shit about missing children in the sewers, okay? I don't live in the sewers anymore. I moved out of the sewers a long time ago, okay? And I live in a penthouse on Park Avenue. So people need to stop coming at me with this children in the sewers shit! Look at you, why don't you know where your kids are, okay? It's not my fault you don't know where the fuck your kids are! They're not in the sewers because of me. If they're in the sewers, it's because you're a bad fucking parent, okay? I don't know shit about your kids in the sewers. So fuck off!
Pennywise and lost it. Apple will reportedly use Google Gemini for its next version of Siri. Judge grants Diddy a appeal schedule. OpenAI has agreed to purchase $38 billion in cloud computing services from Amazon after signing deals with NVIDIA and Oracle. They say these are allegedly all of Stefon Diggs' baby mamas. He got 4 kids on the way. He beating Nick Cannon right now. 68 years ago, Laika, the dog, was launched into space by the Soviet Union to become the first animal to orbit the Earth. No plans were made for her return, and she passed away a few hours later due to overheating and stress. This ain't funny, but it's like, how y'all gonna just send that dog up there like that, bro? Why y'all do that to that dog? Poor dog. Trump administration says it will provide only partial food stamp benefits for November after tapping into the program's contingency fund. Hundreds of people lined up for food assistance at a Central Texas high school on Saturday as funding for this month's SNAP benefits has run dry. A new class action lawsuit against Spotify alleges the company has turned a blind eye to mass-scale fraudulent streaming on its platform, and that one musician in particular has been the beneficiary of billions of fake streams. Major delays are stacking up across the country. Mackenzie Scott gives $80 million to Howard University, making one of the school's largest donations in its 158 year. How much money did Jeff Bezos leave her? Because she just been giving away money left and right. I just want to see if she can pay off my mortgage. Science has reportedly found an Earth-sized planet 40 light years away, sitting in a habitable zone where oceans, clouds, and maybe even life could exist. 40 light years away. Oof. This Jaden Daniels injury was nuts. Oof. Eminem is suing Meta for $109 million over rampant copyright infringement using 243 songs on reels and remixes without his permission. Eminem said, "Pay up, bro." Eminem ain't going for that. Although I would love to play whatever song I want, I feel don't be playing my music without my permission. A$AP Rocky praises Rihanna during his Fashion Icon Awards speech. He love him some Riri. This is them when they got to the CFDA Awards, and I love a grown Riri. She looks good, just having a baby and everything. I love grown-up Riri. Grown-up rich Riri at that. She's taking it, honey. These were other celebs that were there. Alandria from Love Island. Sierra, she looked really good. JT, Lal and Ryan. Jordan Woods. Somebody said Jordan Woods' dress looked like it came from Fashion Nova, but she was cute. Sweetie looked cute. Tamron Hall. She looked cute. I wish she rocked her signature short hair. She would have looked really good in that. Naomi Campbell. And Venus and her man is out again. Venus is letting her man be all through these streets. Sherry Shepherd receives her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Megan Thee Stallion's new song debuts at 38. Her new Lover Girl song. other than that, y'all, it's really everything I've read. Amazon has some Thanksgiving meal that's supposed to feed a family of 5 for $25. That includes the turkey and the sides. But what kind of turkey is that? One of them tiny turkeys? They will play with you with them little baby turkeys. This Mississippi mother took out one of those lab monkeys after seeing it in her backyard. She said, "You ain't about to bite my kids. I know that's right." Alright, let's see what else I got on my story times. What craziness ensues today. Because I never know, I just be liking stories.
Gangbang, and this was why. So last night I went to a 7-man, 1-girl gangbang, and this was a white woman who specifically requested all men of color. So as I'm driving down the highway trying to get to the event, I swear to God, on the drive there, I saw a giant, 40-foot tall Confederate flag. This is in North Carolina, by the way. So I thought, here I am driving to this redneck-ass state that still waves the Confederate flag around proudly to meet up with a white woman who wants to get cracked by a bunch of black guys. The irony of this was not lost on me. But yeah, eventually I got there and that shit was lit. So last night I went to a 7...
This dude just be living dangerously. And here's the thing, Justin. If I see you on the news and something happens to you, I don't want to hear it. Because you've been out here living your fabulous life doing some strange, deranged things.
Why would Lockheed Martin build a ballroom? That ain't making sense to me.
No, that don't make no
rockets,
sense.
they build missiles. Now it's drinks to whack your whistle. It's something sinister indeed. Oh, why would Palantir want to help build a ballroom? That ain't making sense to me. I just can't get down with that man. You remember that scene from Batman? You're gonna build more surveillance technology. Oh, turns out Hitler also built a ballroom. Oh, now it's making sense to me. Oh, cause when stuff hit the fan, that's the place that they all ran. And it turns out that Trump has the exact same plan. God damn!
So I got chased by a cow, and I fell. This is my view. Oh my God. Now they're all looking at me. Look, those are my flags. So I got chased by...
Hotels do not want you knowing this secret. Yes, hey, how you doing? I'd like to cancel my hotel reservations, please. Hey, how you doing, sir? Unfortunately, there'll be a $300 cancellation fee since you booked within the last 24 hours. $300 just to cancel? Nah, man, I'm not paying that. Yeah, I'm sorry, sir. That's hotel policy. You know what? Can I change my arrival date to next week instead? Yes, sir. That's no problem. I'll change it right now for you. 1 hour later. Hey, I'd like to cancel my hotel reservations for next week. Wait, didn't you just call here an hour ago? Yes, I'd like to cancel my reservation and get a full refund now. Yeah, I guess you actually can now. Very good trick. How did you even learn this? Oh, I learned all this from following Humble King Kaz.
I'm gonna have to remember this because they do like to play that little game.
And now, like I said, I wanted to give my children a 2-parent household, and it's not going to work out with their mom. So I've been trying to find them a stepmom for Christmas for 3 years, but it's not working because, I'm learning a lot about myself. I'm learning that I don't want to make any new children. I'm done making children. So that changes my dating pool. That means that I can't date women who also want to make children, I have to date women who don't want to make any new children, which means mostly that leaves me to dating women who already have children, because women with children understand why you shouldn't have children. Only problem with that is, if I'm being honest, I don't really like dating women with children. And it's not because they have children, it's just I don't live up to the standard they set for the man that they want. Women with children say things that make no sense to me. They say things like, Ryan, I want you to love my child as if they're your own. How can I love a nigga who calls me Mr. Davis? Like I love my children. It don't make sense. It doesn't. See, I love my children to death. Literally, I will give my life if that means that my children will live on. You think? You see how I don't even have to finish that for a lot of y'all? That's a hell of an ask. That is a hell of an ask. You want me to give my life for a friend of a friend. This is a ridiculous ask. And I know some people not on board. I'm not giving you the right example, so let me give you a better example, okay? Let's say I'm out, right? And it's her kid, me, and my kid. And for some reason, a gunman comes out of nowhere. And he's like, look, I don't want any money, but one of you niggas gotta die. Guess who's about to get shot? Now, if you're a politically correct person, your first thought is, Ryan, you gotta die. You gotta take this bullet to save these children. I disagree. And I only disagree based on the standard she set. She said, I am to love her children as if they're my own, which means she's supposed to love mine as if they're hers, which means we are a family and we make decisions based on what's best for the family. If we're a family, how the fucking me dying is the best situation for the family. If you my woman, you don't even work. I'm rich. I pay all the bills. If I die, y'all are homeless. And I know some of y'all are like, nah, there's life insurance. I don't have life insurance. I'm taking this money with me, baby. You don't get to live the life that I made for me after I'm gone. To the streets you go. That is... Everybody is fucked up. If I die, I think there's a better decision. I mean, all situations are sad. Every decision is a bad decision, but there's a way that more people can win. And I think I know what it is. Don't look like that, sweetheart. You know what it is. I'm gonna let him shoot this nigga. And it's the best decision for everybody, but I know everybody's not on board. I can see the faces. I can see you. You haven't laughed not one time, and I get it, because your heart won't let you do it, no matter how much sense. But you don't have a good reason of why I should die. None of you. It's actually offensive to me that you think my life is worth less than this fucking kid that I made up. This ain't even a real nigga. And you still want me to die, a nigga that you came to see. This is ridiculous. And if I ask you why, you only got one answer, and it's the answer y'all been taught because of political correctness. Ryan, you're older. You've lived your life. Well, I believe because I've lived longer, I've proven that I deserve to be here a lot more than this kid has. What has he contributed? I give back to my community. I'm a role model. I take care of my kids. And before this little nigga was getting shot, and he is getting shot, I was trying to take care of somebody else's kid. I'm an amazing person. Top tier, if you ask me. And even though I've made all these points, I still see the faces. Feel you looking at me, shaking your head like, Ryan, I can't get on board. No matter what you say, I'll never feel good about you letting an innocent child die just so you can go on with your life and live it however you want to live it. And I tell you this, you have a right to feel that way, and I'll never argue with you. But at the end of the day, my body. My choice.
body, my choice.
Imagine you're getting a lap dance from me and you ask me if I like that shit while I'm grinding on your meat, but the whole time I was just using your jeans to scratch my yeast infection.
Ugh.
Hey, y'all. Y'all, let me tell y'all what happened to me. So, I was trying to get back into the dating scene, you know. So I met this guy a couple months ago. And he's been pressing me to go out with him. So, last Wednesday, we had breakfast together. We had breakfast. Sat and talked for a little while, you know, all that. Thursday, he came and he picked me up, and we went out to a restaurant and we had, you know, nice little supper or whatever. And Saturday, it was raining Saturday. So he had me some food delivered, and you know, we FaceTime each other, all that good stuff. You know, everything was lovely. Sunday, we had dinner together. He cooked for me at his house, and the food was great. The food was excellent. I tell you no lie, the food was great. Nice house. A nice house, nice gentleman. So today, I found out he was married. How I found out he was married? His wife came to my job. His wife came to my job. His wife came to my job. Yeah, wanting to fight. She cursed me every name in the freaking book that she could find. I had no idea this man was married. This man cooked dinner for me at his house. And I told his wife that. Well, he cooked dinner for me at his house. She said, what house? And I told her where the house was. She said, oh, that's one of our house. Because he do like the Airbnb or whatever you call it or whatever. Y'all, they got a business. The man took me to one of their Airbnb. So she there at my job, wanting to fight me, cursing me in front of my co-workers and all that. I mean, literally trying to punch me and hit me and all kind of stuff, when I'm telling you, lady, I had no idea this man was married. None whatsoever. So why are you coming to me? I had no idea he was married. So I told her, let me call him right quick. Oh, you got his phone number? Duh, yeah. If I told you I didn't know he was married, why wouldn't you think I have his phone number? Y'all, when I tell y'all, I got the surprise of my damn life today at work. When that lady came to my job, causing all of this chaos, causing a big scene. Like it took two of my co-workers intervened and told her she had to leave, and she told them she wasn't going no motherfucking place. She wasn't going no motherfucking place until she beat my ass. Bitch, why are you trying to beat my ass for? You need to be talking to your damn husband. Like I said, I had no clue his ass was married. Why are you trying to fight me? Why are you coming to my job trying to fight me? Make it make sense. Please make it make sense. I called his ass and I put him on speakerphone. I told him, your damn wife up here. Your wife up here. Oh man, she tripping. We ain't together like that. Men's. Why do y'all do that shit to us? Why do y'all do that shit to us? I got you on speakerphone and you telling me your wife tripping? Y'all ain't together and all kind of shit? Make it make sense. If y'all ain't together, none of that, why is she there trying to fight me? Why this bitch trying to fight me? Now she just throwing down stuff, throwing the chair and stuff down in the lobby and shit. Hit one of the patients. So now we got to call the damn police. That's how my day went. And for that raggedy ass, lying ass Ronald. You lying ass son of a bitch, lying ass Ronald Davis. You are a scumbag. A scumbag. You caused all this commotion trying to play single and your fucking ass married. You done wine and dined me and sent me food and now cook at one of your Airbnb house and your ass married with churn. With churn. Now all that went down. Now you done caused me to lose my damn job. You caused me to lose my fucking job. Cause my company and my office manager don't play that shit. They don't play that shit. We don't do that. We don't do that at my job. So now I'm fired. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Scumbag. Now my ass is fired. Now I got to find another job. And the way shit going these days, probably gonna have a tough damn time. But thank you, Mr. Ronald. Thank you, Mr. Ronald. And tell your wife, I'm not gonna say I apologize, I'm sorry. I can't say that because I didn't know. I didn't know his ass was married. Call the police on your ass. You got escorted out. I got escorted out because I brought the drama to the job. Now I'm without a job.
This music was taking me out, but I watched the video because we got to put some coins in Miss Carrie Baby's pocket. Somebody said, baby, please post Ronald's picture. Sue him and his wife. You should file a civil lawsuit, loss of wages. Somebody said, mental note, Ronald Davis with cheering. I don't believe this story because your page and multiple stories, but that's just me. Great content though.
This woman said she met a man in South Africa while vacationing back in 2015. After returning back home to the States, they stayed in contact, and eventually that led to a relationship. And in 2018, they end up getting married. She leaves everything in the U.S., packs up all her stuff, and relocates to South Africa to be with him. And though he worked in the oil industry in the UAE, which required that every quarter he was gone for a month, they found a way to make it work. That was until her world was turned upside down. You already know what time it is, story time. Let's go ahead and get into it. So the year is 2015. This Liberian woman meets the South African man while she's on a girls' trip. They immediately hit it off and end up spending a good amount of time together. She even extends her trip, Komsani. They can spend more time together. When she returns home, the conversation kind of keeps going and stuff like that. They even end up meeting up 6 months later in Dubai. He invites her and covers all her expenses. And 6 months after that, she was back in South Africa, spending time with him, another trip that he covered. And for the next 3 years, that's kind of how it went. They saw each other at least quarterly, with him covering all the trips. He went as far as even paying for her monthly mortgage because he wanted to make sure that she wanted or needed for nothing. Fast forward to 2018, she goes to South Africa to visit him, and he ends up proposing to her. They're married by August of that year, and by December, she's relocated to South Africa permanently to be with him. In 2019, they had their first child, and in 2021, they had their second and third. They was twins. Everything seemed truly perfect. Now, fast forward to 2024, her husband started having some financial problems. Me, mom, she couldn't understand, like, problem me doing because, you know, he's making the same amount of money, doing the same work, so she couldn't understand, like, where were these financial difficulties coming from. But because he had taken care of the family up until that point, she's like, you know what, I have my own money, you know, I could pitch in, that way at least, like, you know, we can continue to be stable and continue to maintain our lifestyle. Towards the end of 2024, though, her husband and his business partner end up getting into this huge blowout. And in his anger, the business partner reveals that her husband has a huge gambling addiction and owes him a large sum of money. Wanting to protect her husband's image and his reputation, she goes to the business partner privately, like, hey, you know, what is the debt, like, so we can clear it out on the low, that way, you know, we can smooth this over and everybody can kind of move forward. When the business partner reveals that her husband is a high-end escort reserved for exclusive male clients in the UAE. This
not escort.
Men are vague, boy. They just give you just enough. You know? That's why I have a hard time with the Bible. Yeah. Did you know all the passages in the Bible were written by men? Women didn't write any stories in the Bible. All the passages were written by men. Yeah, women didn't write one passage in the Bible. So to me, therefore, the Bible lacks a lot of detail. You mean to tell me Jesus was hanging out with hoes and he ain't sleep with none of them? That sounds like only a story a man could tell, don't it? You know about how much you get from healing? Do you understand? A couple of Jewish people in the back like Jesus never existed. Man, if women wrote in the Bible would be messy, wouldn't it? Oh my God. And they give us little trinkets in the Bible too, like Mary Magdalene followed Jesus everywhere he went. If women wrote in the Bible, we'd be like, oh, she was pregnant. The Bible got 10 commandments. If women wrote in the Bible, do you understand it would be 4,000 commandments? Thou shalt not talk to thy neighbor. Our neighbor. Look at our neighbor. Tell our neighbor and look beautiful. Like, the shit will be this thick. Bible be so messy. We all be getting home like, oh, I gotta finish the Bible. It is. It's better than Real Housewives of Atlanta. They is in there reading people.
T, it would be T.
I used to be in a polyamorous relationship where I dated a husband and a wife, and they brought me into their relationship as a permanent third, not just on a physical level because I'm a fun time in the sheets, but as like a permanent part of their relationship. We did holidays together, we've done trips together, we went on dates together. I met their family, they've met parts of my family, our kids had met. At one point we were thinking about moving in together. Like, it was a proper polyamorous triad, right? So I want to talk about how Lex and Court are getting so much pushback because they brought a man into the relationship. And I think from the videos that I'm seeing of people either like reenacting and doing skits or just talking about the situation, a lot of blame is being placed on Lex, saying that Lex had to be the one that thought of this and like pressured Court into bringing this man in, and Court's being left out and now she's third wheeling. And it's like, you guys are only saying that because she is the traditionally feminine presenting person in that relationship. So you think, oh, she needed a man, so she's the one who brought the man in. When it's like, if you really watch their content, Court is extremely affectionate with this man. Like, I'm pretty sure she is loved, she's kept, she is important in this triad. On top of that, it may just not look like that at certain times, because when you're in a poly relationship, it's not going to be an equal 33% across all parties involved all the time. It's not ever going to be fully equal all the time. There's going to be times when one person needs more attention than another. There's going to be times that there's discourse between two people in the relationship. There's going to be times where two people are trying to work on their relationship, especially when you're bringing in a third. There was a time period in that relationship that I was in where I had to date both of them separately to get to know them both before I could date them collectively. So, I think people who are commenting on it are just monogamous, and when you are a monogamous, you couldn't even fathom the dynamic that exists in a poly, because it's completely different. There's nothing traditional about it. There is no man-woman dynamic that exists in societal norms. It's just everyone plays a part, and you just have to figure out that individual. There's also just a certain level of deconstruction that you have to do to your own mindset and your own thought processes to free yourself from the societal norms that exist in monogamy. That's why you see straight people asking gay people oh, who's the boy in the relationship? Or you'll even see lesbians who do take up the mask and female roles in even their gay relationship, because people have not really freed their minds from the shackles of society and what's normal and what they feel is supposed to exist. Because when you're in a poly, all of that shit goes out the window. It's really you make the rules, and it is so freeing. It's a lot of work because, like I said, you're dating two people. It's not just threesomes and free-for-alls. You are managing people's emotions, people's personalities, the dynamics that exist. You're constantly working on this structure and building something from the ground up. So it's there's a lot of work that goes into it, but you have to deconstruct your thought processes around relationships and dynamics that you feel are supposed to be there, because they don't exist in poly.
Clearly. And you have to like people. That's the first problem for me. I mean, don't nobody want to be up under. You get rid of one spouse, now you got another one. That's too much. It's too much work.
If I had to spell restaurant to this day, right, to save my mama's life, if somebody held my mama hostage and had a gun to her head, it says spell restaurant. I'll shoot your mother in the head. I would look at my mother I love you. You gotta look at me, Mom. She's crying. Understand that I love you with all my heart. Stop stalling! Okay, all right.
No, for real, but I know how to spell restaurant because that was a spelling word on a test that I had to get right.
The married women that get that pussy up makes no. She clapping loud. That's what I be fucking with. Married women be out here cheating, boy. That pussy be good. Married women are response cheaters. They not proactive. Married women cheat when they being cheated on. I don't know why black men think they can have 8 side holes and they wife just at home praying, hoping they stop. No, nigga, she sucking dick too. Y'all swingers. This one married lady had me so sprung, I got mad when she spent time with her husband. It's fuck you mean y'all went to church? I thought you said y'all was separated, bitch. Married women crazy. Married women will fuck the shit out you in the hotel room, leave that room, and then post a tribute to their husband on their Facebook page. Right outside the room, shout out to my king. We made it through the tough times. This man practically raised me. trying to convince you that they not fucking their husband, which is weird. First thing, Charles ain't touched me in years. I could walk around the house butt naked, Leroy wouldn't put his hands on me. Bitch, I don't care if you fucking your husband. I'm still gonna fuck. I'm not a good guy. I ain't never turned down no pussy because the bitch was fucking her husband. Oh, you fucking Charles? I can't tell. I got standards, bitch. It don't matter to me. Are you prepared to fuck today? That's my only question. Did you come today prepared to fuck? What are you saying? You cheat on your husband, but you faithful to me? Don't make no sense. You told God you love that man. I know you don't give a fuck about me, bitch. The married women that get that pussy up.
He ain't got no good sense. Alright, y'all. The show is over, but I'll be back tomorrow. Inspirations on the way. Y'all stay so blessed.
Blowing up on old boy. I mean, you giving him the business, like you just going in on him. And he is like, man, how I was 12 minutes late because of a meeting. Like, how did you get so angry? I mean, you not like on a 4, you like on a 10. How did you go to 0 to 10 that quick? How did you go 0 to 100 so fast? And I'm just 12 minutes late. I called you. I just got caught up at work. You don't understand that anger is not the primary emotion. See, you don't understand when you grow up with inconsistent caregivers, when you grow up with inconsistent parents, when you grow up with an inconsistent mom and an inconsistent father, see, this stems from their inconsistency. When your dad said he would do something and he never did it, when your mom said that she would show up at your recital, but she always came late. When your uncle said he would pick you up from practice, and you would have to end up having a coach take you home again, this stems from a pattern of inconsistency. So now what is happening is her historical pain is mentoring her mind. I'm trying to help somebody. The historical pain of inconsistent caregivers has become a mentor towards my mind. And now I have an anxiety attachment because my mind is lying to me and telling me they're going to do the same thing. They're going to leave me hanging too. They're not going to show up too. And that comes out as anger. But really what it is I've had a pattern of inconsistent caregivers. I've had a pattern of people telling me that they were going to do stuff and they didn't do it. So yeah, when you called me 12 minutes late, that might seem small to you, but I'm still dealing with the inconsistent residue of caregivers in my life, which is why I told us we have to have core beliefs. You have automatic thoughts, filtered thoughts, and core beliefs. Your core belief is, he's not trying to hurt me. He's not trying to hurt me. That's my core belief. So when you have the automatic thought of he's gonna leave too, I can filter that thought with he really is not trying to hurt me. But I wouldn't be able to filter my thoughts if I don't have core beliefs. The reason our mind is just going back and forth with thoughts, I have no core belief. When I have a core belief, I can hold on to it, and that helps me filter my automatic thought. Anger is never the primary emotion. It is always the shadow of another emotion. Many of us are struggling with thought patterns, addictions, childhood trauma, secret sins, lustful cravings, and we want to be free from it. We want to be free from it, and we don't know how we got here. How did my mind get like this? How did my mouth get like this? Like, why is my tongue filled with so much profanity? Like, how did I gain so much weight? How did I lose so much weight? How did I get here? And I want to help us by giving us this understanding that hopefully will provide us with the tool of breaking the chain of anger, and that is the power of recognition. If I know you and you come to rob me, but you wear a mask, I will think it is just a random robbery. Remember, the enemy comes to kill, steal, and destroy. Thieves usually wear masks. If I know you, but you wear a mask and rob me, I will think it's a random robbery. But if I know you and you don't wear a mask and you try to rob me, I can say, oh, I know them from school. I know them from work. I know them from church. Watch this, because recognition gives you the power to trace. The reason you're so angry is because you have not traced where is this coming from. I could trace this goes back. My dad was always angry. I could trace this goes back to inconsistent caregivers. I could trace this goes back to being abused. And so when I could trace it, I could fight it. I could fight it. And I'm trying to tell somebody, maybe we have mislabeled it. It's not just anger issues. There's an emotion behind that. And if we could trace and discover what is that? That fear behind that anger, that insecurity behind that anger, that resentment behind that anger, or let's just be real, some of us are prideful. And you know what your anger is? Your anger is your will screaming, I'm not getting my way. I'm not getting the house I want. I'm not getting the job I want. I'm not getting the money I want. I'm not getting the position I want. Sometimes all your anger is your will screaming, I'm not getting my way. 3 points. 3 points on how we can go to war with this. I already gave it to you. I got ahead of myself. Number 1, trace it. Trace it. When you trace it, you can unmask it. When you trace it, you can unmask it. And anytime you could trace where this came from, that has neurological implications. Literally, your brain will begin to rewire itself. So when you feel angry, the same question God asked Jonah, is it right for you to feel anger right now? Trace it. Why am I angry? Why? Where's this coming from? Hold up. Because this isn't the primary emotion. It's the shadow of another one. Trace it. Number 2, be angry, but sin not. That comes from Ephesians 4, verse 26. Be angry and do not sin. Do not let the sun go down on your wrath, nor give a place to the devil. Anger that is out of control already is a forest fire. But anger that is married with sin is devastation.
My name is Andrew Kump, and I'm running to be your Wyandotte County at-large District 2 Commissioner. I was devastation and a forest fire. You can feel anger, but don't let sin manifest. And this originally comes from Psalms chapter 4. Psalms chapter 4, when David says, but now the Lord has set apart for himself him who is godly. The Lord will hear when I call to him. Be angry, there it is again, and do not sin. Meditate with your heart on your bed and be still. Offer the sacrifices of righteousness and put your trust in the Lord. And now I get what David is saying. He's saying when you're angry, hold on, wait. Remember that the Lord hears you. The Lord hears you. Hold on. You're angry because of what happened? Know that the Lord hears you. And meditate within your heart on your bed. Like, give yourself time to have space. And remember to put your trust in God. So you're angry, but trust that God is going to work this out. Don't you try to execute vengeance. Don't you try to execute revenge, because then you are going to engage in sin. When I'm angry, the way I don't sin is when I remember God got me, God hears me, and God is my vindicator. I will never execute the righteousness of God when it comes to situations. So I'm going to put my trust in God. And last one, number 3, fast often. The reason you fast often is so that you have trained yourself, when I don't get my way, I don't throw fits of rage. And fasting classically conditions your mind that when things don't go my way, I won't have rage, because I'm patient. And patience is the ability to accept things going in a different way than what you had in mind. And if we can fast, and if we can trace it, and if we could really, really understand that just because I'm angry doesn't mean I have to give place to sin, God's going to do something about this, we'll be able to recognize the primary emotion of anger. What's behind it? I want to deal with that. So God, would you help us to recognize what's behind this? Anger may be up front, but there's something behind it. Help us deal with that. And just like the psalmist told us, help us to know that you hear those who are godly. And help us to trust in you more than we trust in ourselves. That you're going to execute your righteousness. And I trust you more than I trust myself. It's in your precious son's name we pray. In Jesus' name, amen. I pray that this session open your eyes to something. And just like God asked Jonah, I want you to ask yourself the question, is it right for you to be angry? And by God's grace, I pray that you could trace it so that you could understand that this isn't how I'm really feeling. This is just the most comfortable emotion that I have taught myself how to use when I feel disappointment.